Doka 19 with Akonuche. You had so many interesting old music. Let's say throwback music. Let's not call it old. Let's call it nostalgia. Yeah, I think that's how they pronounce it. Let's call it that. Old songs bringing back good memories. Before then, we played for you Twe by Kiss Daniel, and which was released December 12th, 2023. It was part of his EP Thanks a Lot, which came out in March 2024. And of course, they remixed it, he and Davido, in January 2024, 25th. Well, that was an interesting one coming from Uncle K himself. Before that, you had Ricardo Banks, and he titled this one from his new album, The Game Needs You, released 8 August 2017. And also he just released a new album featuring Fino, Mayor Conley, Cash, Skibby, Terry Akpala, Cash Comin, and Winnie. He promised us that he's going to get married since July, even if we've not seen anything yet. He took on his page and he posted a woman saying he is surprised he found love after several years of trying. Ricardo Banks, we're still waiting for the wedding. You promised us in July. In fact, we're still waiting. Don't worry. We're here. And of course, after that, you had other old songs, other throwback songs, interesting throwback songs. I must say, we've been playing for you. Don't worry, stick around. We'll play you more. Burna Boy versus Cubana Chip first. What is going on there? Burna Boy said that he is going to donate 24 million to Cubana Chief's Praise if he eventually wins the boxing challenge that he wants to start. A Cubana Chief Praise said he's going to start a boxing challenge just because he wants to raise charity for people. You know, he wants to give back to the poor, like he puts it. He said his money that he wants to raise from his boxing challenge is actually for people on the street, for people that needs it. Burna Boy was like, this is interesting. And you already know that Burna Boy and Chief Priest have some kind of disagreement. Why? Because obviously Chief Priest is Team 30 BG. And Burna Boy, he doesn't really sit well with Burna Boy. So he dissed him back and he was like, trust me, if you win the boxing and they didn't box the hell out of your face, I'm going to give you 24 million. Adding to his money for charity, he's donating it. But the boy is voluntarily donating that kind of money just because he wants to diss Cubana Chief Priest. But kudos to the children on the street. They're going to have a lot to take home. And of course, more celebrity just coming up. Movies to watch. I have about 10 movies here that I want to talk about, but let's take it bit by bit. You know, we're not rushing anywhere. We're here to four. Number one is The Back Season. The Back Season was produced by Brad Pitt in 2023, I beg your pardon. And this movie has been a blockbuster for about 4 years in a row. Okay, that is 2023 up till 2025. Yeah, he has been a blockbuster movie for 4 months, and he has been on the charts in Netflix for about 1 year and a half. Kudos to him, it was really nice. Of course, another news coming is Sheezy is set to produce another record-breaking song with Burna Boy and Davido. Are you being serious right now? Burna Boy and Davido cannot release song. Come on. Burna Boy and Davido are two different people. We already know that. We are not coming to that agreement. No, it's not going to work. Burna Boy and Davido together? No. I don't think that's going to happen. But Sheezy can make it happen. Sheezy already said he's going to get them together and they are going to release songs together this year. It's promising us. And I'm like, okay, I'm waiting for it. Of course, speaking of Davido, it has intended to, go for his tour. It's Five Alive tour in November 2020-25. We're definitely waiting for it. We already know that it's going to be sold out. All the 30 BG fans, I know y'all are waiting for Davido to go on this tour. If we cannot buy tickets, there are places that they stream live. We can as well watch them live. We can watch our celebrity, our Davido. Come on, Omo Babalowo. We can watch him live. I talk about Davido so passionately because after all the scandal, I mean, there is one that just came out about this girl called Milkshake. Her name is Milkshake on Snapchat. She took to her Snapchat and called Davido a liar and called him, how will he get married to Chioma days after they just had sex? And Davido debunked that news immediately. And I love, absolutely love Chioma. The way she ignores, the way she doesn't pay attention to social media. She only like posts about 3 pictures and then disappear. And I'm not happy with it, first of all. I'm not happy with that kind of thing because I want to know. You know me now. I'm always about the gossip. I'm always about the celebrity gist. I always want to know what's happening in their own life. Yes, that's what I'm here for. Because if I don't know, how will I tell you? If I don't take it, how will I give it to you people back? So she just comes on social media, posts 3 pictures and disappear. So Milkshake is like, oh, she is crying. She has been begging her to not to release photos of Davido, where Davido was, having the sharing with her. So she's standing her ground. She was like, you know what they did? They just left the girl, and up to today, we've not seen any videos or any tape like that again. But anyway, I don't know, what am I going to believe? I don't know what I'm going to believe. But let's go back to this my question. What traumatized you as a kid? I'm going to be reading some messages on my phone right now. I said it's going to be a request show. Yes, I said that. So on my TikTok, I posted the question, and a lot of people has been sending message, but I'm going to read just 3 messages. What traumatized them as a kid? Number 1 is she has an handle, 2 handles. I don't know which one I'm going to say. Okay, let me say this one. Her name is Adegbemi. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I think I'm correct. Ade something Sha, or let me just say Gbemi. Gbemi said, "Hi Osas. What traumatized me as a kid was when my uncle came around." Okay, I can't read this on here because this one is a big conk. But anyway, I don't know. He said when my uncle came around and I was trying to explain to my mother what has been happening, but no one believes me or check up on me. Okay. It's all love from my end. I listen, I don't judge. That's why I'm here. In between with Osas, I don't know how to comment on Gbemi's question. Really, Gbemi, I don't know how to comment on your review, or what should I say, on your message, because she also said, please play me Rainbow, Two-Face Rainbow. I want to listen to it. Okay, Gbemi, I'm going to play that for you. Definitely you will hear. Just keep listening to Overt Radio and you must hear your song. As for what traumatized you as a kid, I'm sorry about that. I don't know if there's a way we can make it better. Sorry, Gbemi, it's all love and light from my own end. Okay, number 2. Shulildi. What, Gen Z, you guys are so difficult. What kind of usernames are all this? It's so hard to pronounce. Lolly D. Okay, it's Shuley and Dee. Okay. He said, what traumatized me the most was I wanted to be a doctor like my dad, only for my dad to make it clear to me that I can do nothing but being a comedian. Comedy is nice. Comedy is nice. I know people that do comedy and it's okay. Comedy is nice. You can actually be a doctor and also be a comedian at the same time. They do it. Aproko doctor I can't say he's a comedian and he's also a doctor, because he even warned us of recent about a guy that vapes, and is a 24-year-old guy, and he came to his hospital and with all his lungs damaged because of vaping. I don't know what you people like in vaping, but I think it's fancy though. But since it's not advisable because of your health, please avoid doing that vaping. Yes, that one that you put the battery in your mouth and the smoke come outside. I call it battery because how will you charge something and the thing has smoke in it? It doesn't just sit with me. But Shirley D, I hear you. You said your dad wanted you to be a comedian, but you wanted to be a doctor. But if you can be everything you want to be, it's just like putting the hard work and doing what you're supposed to do. If you're in school or you're anywhere, just know that you're trying to follow your path. I do say something, I be like, this life is like you're running a race. If you're on your track, just stay on your track. Don't try and be on your track and try and multitask and do all the stuff. So you will just be a jack of all trade and master of none. I promise you. But when you take up something and be like, okay, this is what I want to do, you're going to expand on that thing and you're going to make good use of that thing. For example, if your passion becomes work, then it's just like you're playing at work. Work becomes play. I promise you, work becomes play. So he is requesting for Medi Ijo Tigbede, something like that. Okay, I'll play that for you. Medi Ijo Tigbede, that's fine. Okay, number 3 is from Aregbesola. Aregbesola. Hey, Aregbesola. Thank you for sending your message. She's like, what traumatized me? Oh, this one is funny. What traumatized me while I was growing up was my auntie. She was always hitting us. Okay, everybody has that auntie in their house that is always hitting them. Me, I grew up with most of my aunties. Yeah, we had most of my aunties coming around. When it's not even Christmas, they just stay with us. And if you do something, in my dialect, it's called the sing. If you do something small, before you know, somebody have hit you from the back. So if that thing is traumatizing for you, then I think I was traumatized as a kid. She said we should play her Brick and Lace Love is Wicked. I don't understand though. Aregbesola, you shouldn't be love is wicked when your auntie they beat you. See. Don't come and use all those scope. Come and be sending message to your ex or something. Love is not wicked. Love is peaceful. Love is selfless. Love is giving back. So yesterday, when I was closing the show, I asked a question and I said, I'm going to be deliberating on the topic today. I went home and I discussed it with a few of my neighbors and they dropped their 2 cents. The lady said, SES is not. So, okay, I have a caller. Let me pick and I'll get back to what I was saying. Okay. Hello, Overt Radio. Hi.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. What's your name and where are you calling us from? Overt Radio here.
I'm calling from Ondo State.
Ondo State, wow, that's nice. Welcome. I'm always happy when I hear callers from outside Lagos because I'm like, okay, you're listening. Good. So, do you know the question we asked, or shall I ask you again?
Ask me again.
Okay. I asked what traumatized you as a kid. I mean, what disturbed you as a kid?
I think when I was told to repeat SS1 from DFC to boarding school,
Jesus.
they were like, I can't continue from SS2 year. I have to start from SS1. I was like, why? And my parents to graduate this morning. I want to go back to my dad was like, that I won't allow him to waste his money that I have paid for registration, school fees, bus this and that. I was really angry. I isolated myself from others.
Okay, wow.
I was angry.
I hear you. So, would you say boarding or day school? Which one do you prefer?
Boarding.
Boarding, why?
I'm a Catholic. I went to a Catholic boarding school. It helped me learn so many things about Catholics there.
Okay.
I spent communion, my confirmation, I did all there. Most of the Catholic prayers that I didn't learn while at home because I go to church in the evening. I'd rather be playing. So the boarding school is a must. Catholic or no Catholic. I was really happy. Even during chorister, and one of the instrumentalists, all those things were really making me happy.
Wow, that's really cool.
You.
That's really nice. So you're advising, like, if you have a junior one or a friend that has a child, you can advise that person to go to boarding school instead of day school, right?
Then boarding school was very, very okay.
Okay.
Now,
I can
I'm
say
not
it's
talking
okay.
about my own boarding school. Now, in generally,
Mm.
boarding school is by the grace of God. Because how would I put it now? Some people are naturally wicked and they want to deal with somebody.
Exactly,
Me,
exactly.
them treating God, I not deal with anybody. I'll always pretend my anything.
You are the
If you
good
talk
one,
me, I
though.
thank for you.
Yeah,
So
always.
I wouldn't know now, but now I feel like if there's any day school that is very, very okay, just like boarding school standard, why not put your child there? But there's another boarding school that is, you feel is okay. You know you're not there with the child. You
Yeah.
only get to complain during you only get for her or him to complain
Yeah.
during visitation. And it's
Exactly. Yeah.
also in every month.
And it's not
So
everything the child will want to tell you.
exactly.
Mm.
Maybe because of them, we see this thing of coming, she will just shut up.
Hey.
For me, I don't allow anybody to bully me. But if you know that your child, nobody can bully your child, blah blah blah. Great. But for me, none of my child is going to boarding school.
But you know you like boarding school. Anyway, okay, that's good to know. I think I like boarding school also. I like the whole communication with people. You just get to meet different people and blend in with them. I like that. So, do you have a favorite song, throwback song you want us to play for you?
Yeah.
Okay, what's that?
Bandana.
Bandana.
Yeah.
Bandana. Ondo girl. Bandana is not old song. It's a new song. We are talking about way back.
But that's
Okay.
like kind of the old school. Okay, like in the 20s or 80s.
Yes, exactly. Like 90s.
But Bandana is my favorite song.
Okay, we'll see that if we can just chip in that for you. Thank you so much for calling. We love you here. Bye.
Love you
Keep
here.
listening.
Oh, okay.
That was Rita from Ondo State. Rita, thank you so much if you're listening. Thank you. Anyway, back to what I was saying. She said boarding school is preferred than day school. But trust me, let me not kid you not. Now that we have let the call, we can now let the cat out of the bag. Please, I prefer day school. I was only saying boarding school, to do alabosi. I prefer day school. I will not lie. But what traumatized you as a kid? Let us know, and let us know your favorite song at the moment. Yeah. Your favorite song, your favorite throwback song, of course. Today is our throwback Thursday. Everything you need from way back, we get it here in the studio, Overt Radio. Let me remind you of our social media handles. Make sure you're following Instagram, Overt News, Facebook, Overt News, X, formerly known as Twitter, Overt News NG, TikTok, Overt News TV, YouTube, Overt Radio. And the calling line is 070-872-33165. I'm waiting here in the studio giving you back-to-back jam. It's in between with OSAS from 1 to 4. We're here. Enjoy more music from us. Enjoy more music.